Today I'm going to show you another delicious Turkish meal you can make. You're gonna need some butter. You're gonna need these noodles. I don't know the name, but I say wire noodles. So what we're gonna do is actually to start by frying them on a pan with some little butter to make them golden. Meanwhile, we're gonna take 1 glass of rice and then we're gonna wash it. I don't know if you guys normally wash your rice, but for me sometimes I wash, and also it depends with the type of the rice. Some I wash, some I don't. Now tell me if you do. And then meanwhile, as you can see, it is actually being fried over there, and it's gonna turn the color. The aim is to get that golden color so that we can mix together with our rice. I'm gonna add in a little bit of salt, and then once it is actually golden enough, not burning, like you don't need to burn it, but you just need to change the color of it. And then what we're gonna do is actually to add in our clean rice, like so. And then I have seen most of the times in Turkey, what we normally do to make the rice to be splitted, like to not to be like mushy, but I don't know if you understand. In Turkish we normally say tane tane, tane tane, like separated, yani. So I'm gonna add in some water. So what they normally do is actually to a little bit also fry it and then later put in water. Otherwise, we're gonna go ahead and actually start doing what, peeling or designing our eggplants. Eggplants are mostly used here. It is the most vegetable that has been used over and over. And so today is another same like previously, but with another different style. So what I'm going to do is actually to chop them round like this. Remember, the other one was the same, like it is similar, but what we did was they were long and then they were splitted in the middle. This one we are just going to cut rounds like this. Remember, they are already cleaned. And then what I want to do is a trick I normally use is actually to put in some salt, to sprinkle on some salt to make sure that I'm removing that extra water that is not needed. Remember, it's going to remove some water that we don't need it. And then later, what I normally do, or what I'll do, is to rinse them out and then start actually removing excess water using this paper towel for kitchen. Now, I don't know the name, the right name, you can tell me. Once I'm done is I normally go ahead and actually fry them. We want to have that golden color on those eggplants, and also it's gonna make them so delicious, so yummy. It's gonna change the taste of the whole food. Meanwhile, we have our minced meat over there that we want to use. We have 2 tomatoes that are so juicy. We have 1 onion. I'm gonna use around 4 pieces of garlic, and I have my green chilies, which are sweet, and also the red one, the red chili, which is also sweet chili. I'm gonna use some salt, and I'll also be needing some olive and also some black pepper. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is actually start chopping my onions into cubes. It depends. You can chop them into cubes, you can chop them into slices, depending on how you want. Meanwhile, as you can see, our eggplants are actually being fried. They are turning golden, that nice color. In Turkey, eggplants are called patlıcan. And like I said, they are used in so many dishes. I hope to share some of them later in my videos if you stick around. If you're finding value in my videos, you want to see me make more cuisines, then do me one favor, like, subscribe and share. Meanwhile, we're gonna take our minced meat, put in a pan, spread them, and then make sure that you are turning it, and we want to change that reddish. Once it actually turning, or the color has changed, now it has been like it's started cooking, we're gonna add in our onions that we have chopped, and then mix everything together, leave it for a minute, and then when they are settled down, we're gonna add in our chilies. Okay, like so. Remember, everything we are on a low heat, not burning anything. Okay, and also we don't want it to be so much dry. We want it to be a little bit juicy. Okay, so make sure that you are adding in accordingly. I'm also going to add some two pieces of garlic, just to change the taste of everything and also to give it so yummy, delicious smell. I'm gonna add in olive oil like so, and then mix everything very well, without burning. I'm gonna also add in my black pepper. Okay, you can add in, I have kids, so they don't we don't normally make spicy food, but if you have, you can add in as more spicy or as more stuff as you want. I'm gonna go ahead and add in salt, and later I'm gonna add in tomato paste that I have made, and also tomatoes that I have actually blended. I'm gonna mix everything like you are seeing over there, and just to make sure that I'm having that delicious, yummy, juicy stew. Let's call it stew, okay? Mincemeat stew that we are going to be stuffing on the eggplants. Okay, so I'm gonna cook it for around 5 minutes. Once they are done, I leave it on the other pan, a smaller pan. I'm gonna take some garlic that I have chopped. You can chop them, you can grind them, depending on how you want it. And then on a low heat, I'm actually going to add in olive oil, and also I'm going to add in a little bit salt, not too much, just a pinch of salt. Okay, once they are there, I'll leave it for a few minutes, maybe 2 minutes, to actually turn them golden brown without burning them, and also without not overheating, like overcooking. Okay, and then I'm gonna add two spoons of actually tomato paste, and then I'm gonna mix everything together like you are seeing over there. And then once everything has been mixed, I'll actually go ahead and add in some warm water. You can add in either warm water, if you have some chicken broth you can also add in, but for me I'm just using water, plain water. So I'll leave it to cook for 5 minutes. Once they are done, everything is ready. We're gonna be starting to stuff our eggplants. As you can see, they are so yummy, right? I just want to bite some of them, but we need to do what we need to do. So I'm gonna spread them over here. Okay, arrange them accordingly, and then little by little I'll take some mincemeat mixture or the stew that we had previously made, and then put on the top of the eggplant, round by round, making sure that I'm not actually overdoing it. And also what I'm forgetting to mention is that before I do that, I normally love to actually make sure that I'm pressing the eggplants, or actually breaking them little or gently, without actually spoiling them, so that when that soup or when that stew goes inside there, it's gonna sink directly, or the eggplant will actually be so delicious. It will have that good delicious smell and also taste. On the top of that, I'm gonna add in my red sweet chili. What do we call it in English? Is it chilies or paprika or what? They confuse me. I'm gonna add in also some round tomatoes, and also some chilies to cover it up, and voila, as you can see, it's so yummy already. The remaining stew that I had on the plate or on the pan, what I normally do is actually to spread just a little bit on the top, and finally what we're gonna do is actually to cover everything with this delicious, yummy soup or liquid or sauce. Yeah, it is sauce maybe. We're gonna cover everything, and then we're gonna put in the oven and cook it for at least not more than 10 minutes actually, because it is already cooked. Okay, now the food is ready. It's time for me to enjoy and to test it. As you can see, I love cooking. I enjoy cooking Turkish food, Kenyan food, or any other food that I imagine. Our rice is ready, as you can see, and it is time for me to actually arrange for you guys to see me while I'm eating. And I normally love to use this trick when I want to actually use the rice on the same plate, is actually to use these smaller plates, and then just make like this for a good design actually. to plate it so that it can look very well. It can look like a 4-star or a 5-star stuff. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put in my eggplant that has actually been cooked. It's smelling so delicious and it's so nice. It's so juicy, it's so yummy. It has all the nutrients, all the salt and the spices and the tomatoes. It's so yummy, I kid you not. Okay, so depending on how much you want, you can either eat with just one like that, but for me I'll eat maybe two. It will be enough for me, the eggplants and everything. So I'm gonna add on the top one of it and enjoy my delicious Turkish cuisine. It has a name. I'm gonna leave the name maybe in the description or on the title. I cannot pronounce the name of this food, but I know it has a name. If you're a Turkish person and you're watching this, please let me know the name before I write it down. Otherwise, I hope you have enjoyed this Turkish food. Tell me the next time you try it, please comment below and tell me how it went or how you think I did it. Otherwise, until next time again, I'm gonna enjoy my food. I have some little egg milk or bread there. You can even enjoy it with some yogurt beside or anything else that you want. It's so yummy. I kid you not, it's so yummy. Otherwise, until next time again, I'll see you. Bye bye. Bye.